Okay, before I do the circles real quick, I just wanted to show you how much better my revised drawing fits the photographic reference. Those little changes I made, which you saw, I didn't test against the photograph. Um, they really made a difference, huh? They made a great difference. So that, I'm really happy about that. I mean, boy, oh boy, that fits so much better now. The feet, the head, they line up really good. So, yay, yippee, woohoo! She looks like my drawing make her look like a crazed lunatic. She really looks like a crazed lunatic. Just like, so, God, it's, you know, the eyes, I really need to have the eyelids showing. They're very much and then you see the eyeballs in here. Looking. Those seeing the eyelids there is rather important. Oh my God. Your face is also turned more, so you really, that nose should be. This is supposed to be the circle video. Hey you. Hey me. What are you doing? These aren't circles. These. No, but they're curves. Everything's a curve. Except for a straight line. Yeah. I had to draw that so I could show this eye getting cut off. Boy, look at those ginormous fake lashes. But seriously, that brow, that needs to be lower. Yeah. Look at me staring at you. Okay. Look at me staring at you. Ugh, stop it. So yeah, but really those eyelids. Me no can speak English tonight. Are really important. Boy, her eyes really take up her the vast majority of her eye sockets. I know that might sound weird to say, but that is not always the case. That is not always the case. Maybe it's the intense shading. So yeah, that makes her look much less like a crazed lunatic. I'm a crazed lunatic. Oh, me? No, not me. I still didn't do the eyes very well. Good Lord. I must be getting tired. Like her eyes are kind of droopy. A little bit. Just a little bit droops. This one, not so much. But actually, the eyes down. Yeah! I made my cat jump. One of my cats was sitting there, half falling asleep. And when I said, yeah, she jumped. Like, oh, shit, what's happening? So in reality, the nose I drew. All right, what is happening? The nose I drew should be bigger. It should be up here. Right? Really, this far up? Kinda. I'm confused. Kind of like that. Can I get to the circles, please? Can you just do the circles and quit messing around? Fine, circles, jeez. Circles, just do the circles. Is that like an obsessive compulsive thing? The fact that I can't just leave the percentage of this layer on a random number? I don't know. It's a little weird. Like, why can't I just leave it at 47%? Don't know. Why can't I? I should be able to. Did I get this size right? The size might be a little off. I think that's about it. Why does it keep getting so dim? I think my hand's covering the... All right. Okay, let's have some fun, boys and girls. Let's have some fun. Hey, let's go back to the other pencil I was using. Okay, let's go back to the other pencil. That's not eraser, that's eraser. So if you haven't been able to tell by now, the oval that makes up the upper torso can vary in shape. And look, it's a very malleable oval, but it's always, in case you can't, what you can't see that I do with my pencil is I go whoop, I draw my pencil down several times to get a feel for what 1 is, and then I draw it up the same length to be like, okay, there's 1, and then I repeat that a few times to get like, whoop whoop, to see if it's about right. So 1 2/3, right? And then this, of course, I do the same thing again to get a feel for exactly what 1 is. I mean, technically you could measure, but come on. I get the feel for what 1 is, and then I replicate that. I get like, yeah, there's 1, and then I do this to get a feel for a half, and then there I get it again to make sure, like, yeah, okay, there's 1.5. So that's down to about where the ankle is. See, the ankle's right there. Then I do the same process, 1, and then a half. And just like every other withdrawing with this model, her lower legs are slightly shorter than 1.5. Individual humans are all going to vary slightly. But as you get used to these proportions and you start to get a feel for making your proportions correct, when you create individual characters, you can start using these not only to help you get your proportions correct, but when you're creating characters, you can use them to know how to deviate, and make characters more unique and individual. Be slightly longer or shorter, as well as just making, things thicker and thinner and whatever. So there, of course, the wall for the shoulder would be in there. Same. This one would be mostly hidden behind the torso because of, we're seeing things in perspective, right? So one, I think, I could have, might be a little longer, whatever, but, and then this one will be 1, but we don't really see where it ends. And then the other leg comes up here. Oh, but you get the idea. So, that's really all we can see with the circles in this one. But like I said, the whole idea is to get your proportions down to help you get, if you practice this, it will help you get a sense of proportions of what the limbs need to do in proportion to the torso, etc. Now, if this arm, if we have the torso, coming up, right, and this arm is coming out at us, and the forearm coming out even closer, this is not going to be 1 because it's coming closer to us in space. But that's okay if you know what your 1 measurement is. then you can make sure, like, okay, so I know this has to be shorter than 1, and the more this arm is coming at us, then the shorter it can be. I mean, if it's coming right at us, it's barely going to have any length at all, right? And then, the forearm coming out of that, it's going to be even more foreshortening and more probably closer to the camera, right? So you can do more forced perspective where it's really big, whereas this might not be quite as much forced perspective. But you can use these measurements can still help you, because if you're using foreshortening, then to like, okay, I got to be shorter than that. So, it can still help you. Okay, that's that. I'll see you on the next one. Like and subscribe and all that stuff. Peace. See you next time.